ya juga bikin. Mabet ya Mas Rian ya. Tapi nggak apa-apa lah, nambahin engagement ya Mas Rian ya. Orang jadi tahu kalau kamu itu orang MPL Mas Rian. Earjack apa reject? Reject. Iya guys, viewers relate sama support makanya. Udahlah gak usah terlalu dipikirin guys, kayak spender dan lain-lain mah. Kalau ada yang mau ngasih ya say thank you, kalau nggak ada ya udah nggak apa-apa guys. Yang penting have fun aja, chill. Live streamnya guys, suka-suka. Aku kali 4 kali ya. Karena donate gimana? Team of season lu siapa aja? Team of season udah ada itu di ini kan, di mana namanya guys itu apa?
Some really good proactive decisions by Team Liquid Philippines honestly in the draft. They understand that Falcons is probably getting into a groove. First two games are probably just like, yeah, these didn't work out, so let's keep staying on red side.
Tapi hari ini karena Sonicnya udah sedia, gak nembus 30k lagi kita ya. Kayak pick gua 10-an 12 ribu tadi ya. Yang kuat ya Sonic ya, taba-taba ya. Dari dulu gua gak pernah ngomongin jumlah view sih. Oh 15k tadi pick ya. Iya, thank you lah buat yang mana. Dari request 2 skin, oke Bar. 2 skin? Anjing juga lu, editor. Tai, dikasih hati minta jantung bejir. Nanti gue kirim habis off live. Daiki jadi analis kah? Enggak lah, dia kan cadangannya. Coba bahas Sanji, kayak gue Sanji tak kenapa kayak berani ngambil Seko. Enggak sih, justru Sanji itu lebih gak seagresif Sans sih sama Super Prince. Justru yang mainnya kayak Sans itu bukan Sanji, Super Prince. Sanji itu mostly itu high.
Yep, as expected, Liquid are just going to go ahead and rush that favorite pick for them. And they've gone up against lineups like these. So it's not going to be the Harley Leomore trade. Still, it seems like Falcons are going to be playing. And you know what? No, they don't need to play the slower game. They can still play that faster game. Just execute it a little bit better because, hey, Liquid were able to do it in the first 2 games where their Fredrin was the one dictating the tempo. Yeah. Just make sure it's paired up with a really good roamer that can match its aggression, maybe even its damage.
Introducing my buddy.
Okay. The problem is they get Claude.
Claude, Phovius, Harley right now for Team Liquid Philippines, and
this has to be Harith.
That Phovius, I know everyone remembers what happened, right? Just a few nights ago. 5-man Dark Wave that Sanford was able to do on the Phovius here. Definitely something to consider if you're Team Falcons on not getting that set up. But also, the Harley's been kind of slept on, man. The past couple games, even yesterday's matches, Harley wasn't picked up as much. And so now you have that. This is going to be a very different tempo also for Contizi playing with the Harley, which will then even yesterday's matches, Harley wasn't picked up as much. Claude's one of his heroes that he likes to go ahead and now you have that. This is going to be a very different tempo also for Contizi. Give him time to farm up and get to where he needs to be.
They either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, much better pick this time.
Now you have
Team Liquid can ban out Harith. Still have a good option in the player. They either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, Carry can so much better pick this time for Mark. Both the Team Liquid can ban out Harith. That might actually hurt Liquid because still they either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, Carry can so much better pick this time. Both the Team Liquid can ban out Harith. I think so far so that might even hurt Liquid because still they either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, Carry can so much better pick this time. Both the Team Liquid can ban out Harith. I think so far so that might even hurt Liquid because still they either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, Carry can so much better pick this time. Both the Team Liquid can ban out Harith. I think so far so that might even hurt Liquid because still they either have to get the Harith or pick it up later. Yes, Carry can so much better pick this time. Both the Team Liquid can ban out Harith. I think so far so that might even hurt. Deep pool of EXP leaders that he could go for. If they want to really be aggressive and zone aggressively for the early objectives, I think a Yu Zhong is going to be warranted. So Liquid might want to eye banning that out. If they're okay with dealing with it, then if Falcons does ban the Valentina, Asura might show up. Lapu Lapu is still an option also for Flap. You need that strong burst damage to send the Claude and the Harley back. Heroes that are squishy and love to dive don't want to go up against heroes with really strong burst.
do they just want to, they don't even worry about the Harith just going over to Super Marco. It's like, that's going to be the matchup between the Claude. So they're going ahead and focus down on the XP lane options. The Uranus being taken out. What else would help this other than the Lapu Lapu? Maybe what, the Terizla? Something to help lock down, or do you want, is that just too slow at that point?
I feel like it's too slow, but then with you being up against the Phobius, still might be okay. Because you don't need to, you cannot pick up the fast clearing, fast rotating heroes like the Benedetta or the Paquito anyway. I'm usually not a fan of the Terizla.
Yeah.
Over time, I realized it really doesn't do much. It's really just a big wall.
They really want to play the Harith. just to make sure they cover the grounds. They take out the Moskov here. No Moskov being picked up. Falcons might just pick up the Harith now and wait for that XP lane option based on the last two picks for Team Liquid.
Oh, that crowd is going wild. We're having a drum off between the two fan bases.
Yeah, I was just saying, I can't even hear myself think. Oh, no wonder. They've got buffs in front.
Oh, that's why. Oh.
Who's gonna fight the Madars? Where's Super Mars?
What is the cosplay there? Is that a cosplay? Like, is that supposed to be a certain hero, or is that just?
Is that a painted Hayabusa?
Oh, that very well could be.
That's my best guess.
Yeah.
There's the carry.
Yep. Good
Carry
pickup.
gets picked up.
A very tight box, good formation. Yu Zhong to round out the draft. The thing is, the Valentina is most likely going to get through, but Liquid are also thinking about the Kimmy. Tough choices here for Liquid, but they go Juicin and Hylos together. Sanji looked very happy with the trade that they got in the center.
This is, I think they're very well capable of, because of these picks, fighting into the real world manipulation if they want to.
Alice actually still open. There's either the Alice or Yu Zhong for me. I just, for Falcons, they need big AoE, really good dive. Oh, even the Sora's open if they want even more damage.
With no threat of a Valentina.
Yeah, with no threat of a Valentina over there. Still, some players are not that fond of picking up the Sora against the Phobius.
That's right, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
So I prefer the other two. I would
Alice
rather
or Yu Zhong.
Alice or Yu Zhong. Just clear straight lines through the back.
Yeah. Unless that Hilda's already going EXP, but up against the Phobius. Very meh.
Could be the swerve.
Lapu Lapu. Still, it's one of the heroes that we posted earlier. You need that strong, big sense of burst against heroes that are squishy and love to entry. The Harley, the Claude, because that forces you to either BMI out, cancel your big ultimates, not make the most out of your ultimates.
Yeah, I think this is what they needed. Team Falcons, man, it is erupting in here in the Champions Arena right now. Team Falcons got to get a win under their belt. Otherwise, I feel like if TL gets the game here, they're at championship point, it's going to look very grim. We're going to be jumping into the game. Game 3 upon us as Team Falcons have what they need to get a win under their belt. This is a different approach from what we've seen before. But again, as it is so important for the macro, we need to see the micro, the early game in control for Team Falcons as we jump into the land of dawn.
This is the time for Falcons to take a game. Seems like the draft has evolved and it has gotten to the point where now even Liquid acknowledged that they couldn't just go ahead and pick up the Paquito again, because Falcons would have been ready for that. So they had to be proactive in changing things up. But you saw Liquid a little bit slower with their decisions in the draft here, a lot more thinking. This is the best shot for the Falcons to turn it around.
Yeah, Falcons can make this happen again with this kind of pressure that they have with Ogrun on the hill, like we've seen before.